What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Wednesday, December the 11th. It's been a little while since I've dropped a regular regular Movequest video. I've done some lives, I've done some shorts, and just some things to kind of keep things moving while we're continuing to learn more about Movequest and different things that we have available to us coming forward in Movequest. We've got a lot to be excited about, ladies and gentlemen. So this call is going to be about a few of those things, some of the things that I've learned along the way, some of the things that have been updates, some of the things that I've gotten a chance to use that I can speak good on, and some of the things that I may not be so happy about. But we're going to cover all of that in the time that we have right here. And I'm going to try to not to hold you guys too long. One thing I want to say is I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, right? I am just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms and opportunities, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, and please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp, man, because if you get you, there is nothing I can do to help you, all right? Stay diligent, stay vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. One thing that I really want people to understand about this project is as we go on and move forward in it, and we see the lives being changed with the physical activity that they are now aware that they are doing, and or taking more action in deciding that they're going to have a more lifestyle with more movement involved in it, right? We're starting to see the results. You know, me personally, I'm a 50-pound loss guy at this point. I'm so excited. Might as well, I'm going to clap that up because that's not something that I can take lightly. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think a lot of you understand when I started talking about this project, I was probably around like 215, right? But I had already been on a weight loss journey from about 250. So I was going through some things, you know what I'm saying? Life hits you in a multitude of ways and has its own way of either kind of motivating you to do more or making you feel like you can't do anything at all. I think there's some extremes that are on both sides of that that we all experience. But one thing that is really cool about this opportunity is it allowed me to be more motivated about the work that I was doing already, right? But some of you are not going to be in that place. Some of you may be seeing this for the first time, and it may be a struggle for you to think about a lifestyle with more movement involved in it. You don't have to be one of those people that are out there that are going to the gym and doing these rigorous workouts every day. There are plenty of examples where people have just been doing regular household chores, you know, outside dribbling a basketball, just something that has movement, and they are able to capitalize off of this system. Now, me personally, I'm a person that can handle the strenuous workouts every now and then. You know, I try to push myself to get 20,000 steps when I feel the energy, or as much as I can. And I think that's one thing that I've always tried to do is max the system out. Now, am I always successful? Heck no. There's a lot of days that I do not max out, and I have all 8 Titans. So I have been leaving much to be desired from my own physical activity. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what makes me feel comfortable. I'm doing what I'm okay with, and I'm still submitting every day. Some of you don't know what submitting is. Submitting is submitting your proof of physical activity to the blockchain. Yes, that costs some pennies on the dollar on a daily basis, but at the end of the day, it's accumulating MQT for me. For those of you that don't know how that works, I have a Telegram group that has presentations and all that kind of stuff in it. So I don't want to spend too much time trying to explain that right now. What we want to go ahead and do today is we're going to talk about our own personal experience in the hatchery, because we have one, right? We have an experience in the hatchery that has been a positive experience, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see right now, if I refresh this page, the hatchery is about 99.9% full, ladies and gentlemen. There isn't any room for any more of incubation right now. They haven't talked about whether they're going to extend this or when they're going to extend. They did say that they're going to make this a larger pool of MQT, because all this does is help the community, all right? It reduces the selling pressure because they know they got these at least 150,000 tokens locked up in a contract for a certain amount of days, whether it's 7 to 28 days, where it cannot be sold. Now, if I wanted to cancel my incubation and get my MQT back, I could do that if I wanted to. But at this point, with a week left on my Explorer one and 8 days left on my Trailblazer one, where I have put 18 and 14 MQT in respectively, I have no plans on doing that. All right. I have gone through the 21 days just about of this Explorer and the I don't know how many days of this Trailblazer. Trailblazer's 14 days. So we plan on keeping those, but you have to keep your eyes peeled out for the hatchery, right? This hatchery is going to decrease and increase, and people are going to be getting their MQT back and different things of that nature. Excuse me. They're going to be getting their MQT back, and they're going to be getting their rewards of their miners. And once they find out that this actually works, like I've already gone through this process one time with a mover just to test it, and it worked exactly the way that they said it would. I got my MQT back, which I was able to use to get another contract in here, another hatching contract, and I got my MQT back, which is what enabled me to get and I got the mover. So I got the MQT back and I got the miner. All right. So when I go to my miners, I got another extra Lenny miner that I can use for leasing. All right. This is awesome. Now, do I plan on getting some more powerful miners from leasing? Yes. Based on some of the statistics that I heard last night on last night's call, which I highly suggest y'all get into the Telegram group and y'all listen to it. If y'all are not in the Movequest Discord, the official Discord, please make sure you get into that Discord. It has all the information on the calls. It has all the information on the updates, different suggestions people are leaving. It's actually a pretty organized system that I'm starting to get used to. I know a lot of you know I'm a Telegram guy, and I have my own Telegram group for Movequest because I still like Telegram, and I do believe there are some people out there that still know how to use Telegram in the ways that can keep people safe. But all in all, there are many, many ways to get the information that you need. All right. I have my Titans already there in my docking slots. We're doing the best we can to max out every day, and we're going to continue to do that. But this hatchery does work. All right. This hatchery does work. I'm excited about what it's doing. It's allowing the selling pressure to be decreased. I think they're going to increase the amount of MQT that's going to be available to be in here. And that's going to make this project even stronger because it's incentivizing people to not sell their token. It's a part of the ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. They have something in place that is incentivizing you. Now, you can still sell your token. And I heard a number for those of you that were on the call last night, and for those of you that missed this call last night, oh my goodness gracious. There has been, and we've been talking about the amount of MQT that has been sold, right? To the tune of over $20 million worth of MQT has been sold and has been awarded to the community. $20 million in 3 months, 4 months. And we're still talking about the project being around. We can still go to CoinMarketCap and we can still see that this has a price. Yes, it may be at $11.20. So what? That's an opportunity for folks to buy. If you're a fan of dollar cost averaging, you can still take advantage of what this is. And still in its infancy, it's still got a lot of things coming. Leasing isn't even here yet. So let's talk about leasing a little real quick. So we've heard a lot of things, and this is getting to the point where this is getting to the point of my broadcast today, where I talk about something that I'm not as pleased with, as I would expect it to be, right? So we've been told a lot of different timelines for when things are going to be available. Now, I am one of the first people to say and raise their hand and say, technology is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it needs work, right? I'm not surprised that it's taking a little bit longer for the leasing to come. I'm also not indicting Movequest for it being what we would perceive as late, because what has been said is certain dates. So we're trying to get it done by this day, trying to get it done by that day. I would rather not even hear a date. I would just rather hear leasing is coming soon every day than for someone to tell me that it's going to be here on Tuesday and we get to Tuesday and it's not here. I would rather them just say, hey, we're working on the leasing. It's coming together. We should know more about when an official launch date is very soon. And when we announce an official launch date, we keep that date. So what I heard right now is that the leasing is just about done. It's just about done. But the thought behind it is right now, folks are not focused on trying to learn a new tool. Now, me personally, I got time. Christmas coming up, all this stuff is coming up. It's the holidays is on the back burner for me right now. Okay. I'm about building something that I believe is a legacy. and the holidays going forward, we can make our own Christmas. Now, I'm going to celebrate Christmas, birth of Jesus, and all of that great stuff because I'm a believer, right? But when it comes down to the gifts and all that stuff, the gift is going to be my presence to my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be their gift to me. I'm not going to do a whole lot of gift giving and tying up my funds to get a whole lot of gifts. You know, my son is not even a year old yet, so I can get him some things that he can use and he won't complain, right? He won't complain about gifts. Other people right now, not too worried about their complaining. I'm trying to build something. So that's just my opinion. They could drop the leasing tomorrow and I would learn everything that I needed to learn about the leasing to be able to share it with others in a timely frame. And I understand that everyone's holidays is not going to look like that. Everyone's holidays are going to be different. You're going to be going through different things. You know, this is a different kind of holiday season for me. I'm in grind mode. So Movequest could launch whatever it wants. It could launch the app. It could launch the leasing, the marketplace, the quests. I'm cool with them launching it today if that's what they were cool with. Now, I'm not sure how many people out in the community feel the same as me. Probably not a whole lot. But I'm pretty sure there's maybe a few people out there that are willing to sacrifice a little bit of that Christmas time to learn about what Movequest is getting ready to do. Now, for those of us that are like, yo, Gerald, you're crazy. We got to spend time with our family. We got to have that kind of time. You know, I'm not saying I'm not going to spend time with my family, but I'm just saying gifts and all that money spending stuff, I'm not too into right now this year. I'm into building this, right? And helping people see what this is, right? But here's the news for you guys. We have been told that the leasing is going to be available the day after Christmas. So December the 26th is when we will see the leasing, along with some other things like the application. So here's what Movequest is doing. They're going to be taking the next couple of weeks to be training people on the leasing. So next week, next Tuesday, we're supposed to hear a lot more information about the leasing and how that rolls out and all that different stuff. You know, I think I have been personally just waiting. You know what I'm saying? We keep hearing about things. I want to see the lease. I want to see the app. I want to see all this stuff. I honestly want to get rid of seeing GETFIT Mining's colors because I just enjoy this purple and neon and all this stuff going on with Movequest. And that's just more my style. But, you know, that's just my personal preference. I am willing to wait for the amount of time that it's going to take for Movequest to be ready to launch to the masses because that's what this is about. We don't even have enough people here in this platform. We don't have a community big enough to fill your local NFL stadium. We don't, not even close. All right. If the amount of tickets were sold to our community to try to fill out a stadium, it would feel empty. And that's just one stadium. But we know there are hundreds of thousands of NFL fans and soccer fans and basketball fans and all these folks, you know. The community, long story short, the community is not very big right now. And I think that is a great thing. This is giving us an opportunity to kind of corner the market, let people know what's out here. We can get paid for our physical activity. Ladies and gentlemen, we can earn a token with our physical activity. And it doesn't take that much of a community to get this price rocking and rolling. It really doesn't. We've seen it rocking and rolling, and we've seen, you know, we've seen even some little baby institution money roll in and roll out. But anytime you have a project that has paid out over $20 million and still has a sustainable token price and is actually moving more to fluid in its liquidity, then you know, according to Lynette, we're in a great space. And the things that a lot of us are worried about as consumers of this project is not what she's worried about as the developer and the founder of this project, as the creator of this project. Her concerns are a lot different than ours because we're seeing it from a different lens. So this is why it's very important that we get on these calls and listen to our team, our Movequest leaders. All right, take the time to listen to what they're saying. Let's take the time to learn about some of the things that are available. Now, I do hope that they increase the hatchery amount sometime before they do the leasing because I think that this will be full because most people are trying to get these Vanguards. And Vanguards take 28 days. So if you're in here, you're trying to get a Vanguard, one, that means you had the MQT to stake, you had $24 in fees, but you're willing to wait that 8 days to position yourself to get ready to get those Titans. Because you need 2 Vanguards to get a Titan, to upgrade the Titan. Now, there was a question that was asked yesterday about commissions, right? So for those of you that know about the commission structure, you understand that when folks upgrade their miners, you get a little bit of commission. But if a person is hatching their miners on their own with their own MQT, then you don't get a commission, right? And not that we're all commission junkies out there, but that was a question that was asked. But here's the thing that we have to take into account. To get to Titan, you have to evolve 2 Vanguards. The evolution of the Vanguard, you're still getting a commission for. All right. If you're one of those people that got in with GetFit mining was popping, and you got in with the GetFit mining app, then you'll be getting paid 11 levels deep. But the Movequest, the emphasis is not on the levels of pay, of rewards. There's one level of reward, and that's it. So we had our chance to build with GetFit. Those of you that took it, you took it. Those of you that didn't, hey, we still have an opportunity here with Movequest to share. Now, they're still updating the network and the networking and the marketing section. For those of us that are building and sharing this with others, you know, we just have to wait. I think they will make this a lot easier to get our links and different things of that nature. You can onboard right now using my activation code, which you can email me for at bankofgerald@protonmail.com, or you can telegram me, or you can message me in the comment section. If you want my contact information, you can message me on Telegram at bankofgerald. I'll make sure you have that so you can get through this process right here. All right. You want to be able to connect the wallet. You can access this site by going to dev or dev.movequest.com. All right. This very page that you're using to connect, you're just using your MetaMask browser. You make sure you have your Avalanche chain up, Avalanche C chain, as you see here at the top, and you move accordingly. You press next, you get the activation code. You can get that from me. It's literally just a wallet address, and you can start bringing your miners to life. You start minting miners. You can start evolving miners. All right. And right now you can do that for a discount. I can take this mover and upgrade it to a Titan. It looks like for what, 90 bucks? If I click one, choose one, well, it looks like 125 bucks. If I want to upgrade them all to Vanguard or to Titan, I can do that for 465 bucks right now. All these movers I can upgrade to Titan. Well, that's what it says. So if I evolve these miners, I don't have that in there, but it says I'd be able to do that. All right. So anyway, we canceled that, but all of this is right there. Of course, I've got all my docking slots filled with Titans. I'm excited to have been given the opportunity to get to that point, because what gave me the opportunity was just me deciding to get involved, get the miners that I could, upgrade them when I could, get out there and do the work, get out there and max out the miners that I had the best that I could, and use that MQT that I was making on a daily basis, sold it, got some USDT for it, went and upgraded my miners to get more powerful. That's pretty much what I did. All right. And I just stayed excited about it. I'm not out here earning the most MQT in the world. I wish I could show you guys my graph right here on the back office, and hopefully one day I will be able to. There's a lot of stuff in the application and the GetFit mining app that we're hoping will be transferred over to the Movequest side. They say that the Movequest Web3, what we're looking right now, is going to look just like the app and vice versa. But there's obviously some things that we see in the app that we don't see here. All right. And that just is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you. All right. This will be my last thing that I say, right? While we wait for things to be unleashed, while we wait for things to be unveiled to us, please do not wait to get acquainted with the developmental site. Please do not wait to start getting your miners activated, because listen, you can get a part of this, you can like this, but you need to start getting miners, right? My guess is that these miners are not going to be so cheap to mint in the near future. And I'm talking about by the time, January is going to be, 2025 is going to be upon us very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be a lot of that regular health craze of people making their New Year's resolutions and all this different stuff. Of course, I'm so glad I got ahead of mine a little bit early. I actually have to adjust mine. But at the end of the day, this is going to be an opportunity for us to share Movequest and what it is, to share our testimonials and what it's done for us. Listen, you can look at my older videos. You can look at the videos that I was doing before Movequest and look at me right now. Look at my face right now. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the prettiest thing in the world, but I promise you, there's a lot more definition and chisel in this face and in the rest of my body. I don't get up and do the whole flexion thing and do all that right here. I'll do that, save that for the Instagram and the shorts, right? But at the end of the day, we're excited about what Movequest is doing. We're excited about the opportunity it's given us. We're excited about the fact that this has very similar tokenomics to Bitcoin, but better because it has a liquidity provision. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be able to take advantage of what this token does, and it's going to change a lot of lives. Whether you believe that or not, I think is a reflection of your belief level in general in the space, a reflection of the research that you've done on your own and who you are listening to out there in the space. If you're listening to people that don't believe, you're not going to believe. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. We could be talking about an opportunity to go down the street and go pick up $1 million from your local $1 million store, right? And if you don't believe me, you're not going to go. So I'm not here to convince you, but I am here to remind you that you should be cautious of who you listen to out here in the space, right? You want to listen to people that are doing things that you want to do, that are having success in the things that you want to have success in. And if some of you are out there, you're trying to have more financial success, find people you look up to in that financial way. I have a lot of people that I look up to in that way. If you're trying to find some fitness success, find some people you look up to. If you're trying to have some Movequest success, find some people you look up to, all right? We're a community of people that are literally earning this powerful token just from moving. And I'll reiterate this. You don't have to be freaking Michael Phelps. You don't have to be Ray Lewis. You don't have to be a decathlon athlete. You don't have to be a marathon runner. You don't have to be in the Tour de France. You don't have to be that. All you have to be is a moving body. I've seen people getting steps and all type of stuff like that. I was telling the story the other day. When I'm doing my gigs, right? I turn on my social dance on my Apple Watch and I let it run for as long as I'm out there singing and doing my thing. And when we're done with the gig, I turn it off. Next thing you know, I've got 3 hours of workout in, like, I don't know, 7,000 to 10,000 steps right then and there because I'm doing a lot of running and jumping and scooting and all this different stuff that would count as physical activity, of course. I'm working on getting a list of wearables. And hopefully that's something that they add as a part of the different groups that they have. Just a list of wearables that people can use that we know are compatible with the system, because I do believe that having a wearable is better than not having a wearable. But there are ways to get the job done. I know there have been some issues with the sleep and counting sleep on the Apple Test Flight app. What I do is I use SleepMeister and make sure I turn it on before I go to sleep and turn it off when I wake up. Then it accounts for my sleep. And I can go into the back office of the GETFIT mining app, make sure I go to settings, click on SleepMeister for my sleep. And then, if I don't have my Apple Watch on that day, I use the Adidas running app. It has many different workouts on it. So I can choose from a workout and just hit start. And as I'm doing that workout, it'll count the workout and I don't need my watch. And then I can go into my settings and say, hey, I want my Adidas running app to account for my workouts and my steps and that kind of stuff. So there are ways around not having a wearable, all right? Excuse me, but I highly suggest getting a wearable. It's worth the investment. I got an Apple Watch. It's not the newest Apple Watch. You don't need the newest Apple Watch. You just need a wearable that works and that's compatible. And with Apple, nothing better than getting an Apple Watch, right? In my opinion. Was there something else that I wanted to say? as we're waiting the 26th for the leasing, all that great stuff. Wish I didn't have to wait that long for that stuff. But this gives us an opportunity to share this project, ladies and gentlemen. We ought to be sharing this with people. We ought to be sharing, we have the opportunity to be minting miners for $50. Find a way to mint some miners and then gift them before the leasing happens. All right. Get people acclimated. If you can do that, there was a way in the GETFIT mining that we could take these miners and we could pretty much transfer them. And it's still here today, right? It's still here today. If we wanted to share our miners, I'm gonna show this to you guys. If we want to share our miners, I'm gonna go to miners first. I got 3 movers, right? If I just wanted to share a mover, I click the mover, right? Now I can use the wallet address or username of the person I want to transfer it to. Now, wallet address is usually easier, but if you know the username, copy paste, ladies and gentlemen, use copy paste. You can send a miner to somebody. And they could have just started. They get 1 free docking slot. They could be using your miner, right? As a gift, before the leasing even starts, where they have to pay for it. And in the leasing, they're going to have it so that if you have some partnerships with people that are helping you get your movers or your minted miners into people's wallets, you can set up a price that you can work out between the two of you guys. You don't have to do it like that, but that's just something I heard on the call. If you have somebody that say, hey, I've got a miner, you've got the people. If you send me the people to lease my miners, I'll give you a fee. So you both get a fee. The person that's leasing the miner has to pay the fee up front. And then what they do with their miner is their business, right? If they decide to max it out, great, good for them. We're not getting paid for that. If they don't decide to max it out, hey, sucks for them. They're not earning as much MQT as they could, but it doesn't affect us at all. All right. The marketplace, hopefully that'll be a place where some of you guys that are feeling fuddish and you want to get out, just wait for the marketplace. If you want to sell your miners, sell them for something that you can actually earn something from. You know what I'm saying? Now you can decide that you want to transfer your miner to somebody else. And if you trust them, you could set up a deal with them. You can transfer it to them. You can set up a price, do what you want to do. It's not stopping you from that because you can transfer it right to them. But you run the risk of, if you transfer it before you get the money, you might be, SOL. All right. So anyway, you got to decide what's best for you. But I am so excited about what's to come while we are still having to wait. And I'm not that excited about having to wait. I'm getting an opportunity to flex my patience a little bit. I can show a little bit of patience and understanding to the technology while they may be launching things or putting things out on the 26th, which is after Christmas. It's giving us an opportunity to really enjoy that time with our families, to focus on Christmas if that's what we want to do. I promise you, if I get some extra money, I'm going to be trying to figure out how to get some MQT and get it in the hatchery, or to be evolving these movers that I have so that when the leasing comes, I have more powerful miners to put out there in the market for people to use. It's like the difference between renting a room or leasing out a room in your house, which is like a mover, or leasing out a high-rise apartment. I want to have options. I want people to have options, but you got to start somewhere. Sometimes you just got to start with renting a few of your rooms out in your house. You know how they call it house hacking. You go and buy a house and maybe you're by yourself or you have a small family. You're able to rent a basement or one of your rooms out and start making a stream of income to start paying for or getting that money back for what you just bought in that real estate. This is the opportunity that we have right now. For those of you that don't understand the hatchery, this is giving us an opportunity to go ahead and buy MQT, right? You don't have to mint a miner, but you can store your MQT in this smart contract and you can get your miners from the incubation process. You don't have to mint them if you don't want to. All right, there's many options of ways, but everything we do in this ecosystem involves us having to get MQT. Everything. So when we're talking about a real true ecosystem, we're talking about a real true opportunity that has the opportunity to change our lives fiscally and physically. This is the one and not the two. It's the one and not the two, ladies and gentlemen. And we can decide if we want to sit on our hands if we want to. But I believe that the majority of people that have been watching my channel for the last few years, we have been looking for a legit crypto opportunity. There's a lot of opportunities out there that do different things. But we've been looking for a legit crypto opportunity. I truly believe we found it. It's up to us to build it. It's up to the community. We can get sidetracked by other things. I try so hard. Listen, I got things coming at me left and right that I like. But every time I get off one of those calls and I get a couple hours to myself to think about it, I'm like, man, does it really stack up to Movequest right now? Other than the fact that maybe I can make a quick dollar right now. I can make a few quick dollars. Does it really stack up to what Movequest is doing? And not even just for everybody else, what it's doing for me. I have to think about what Movequest is doing for me personally. Movequest is doing a lot for me personally. It's giving my workouts a little bit more purpose and motivation. That plateau that I would always reach from not staying consistent, this has helped me fight through that because it gives me something daily to do. Daily, every day I can check my steps. Every day I can sign in my GetFit mining app, see how many calories I burned, or how much sleep I got, or how much MQT I earned for that the past 2 days of claiming. It's just giving me more to look at. With this Movequest opportunity, it's giving me a reason to continue to stay active. Giving me another reason, I'll say. I didn't need necessarily a whole bunch of reasons to understand the importance of staying active. But this is giving me some more reasons. I'm actually starting to share this with people that really didn't even have any inkling to crypto at all. This is their first crypto project. And I'm feeling a lot better about bringing people into a crypto project. For a long time, I would just share things on my channel because I knew the people on my channel were looking for what I provided already. My friends and family, they don't quite understand and quite know everything that you guys might know. But I'm actually willing to spend the time with them on this like I was with some other projects that we really liked, but did not give us the transparency that this has given us. If you guys have missed these calls, ladies and gentlemen, get into my Telegram group. It is in the description of these videos for Movequest. Get in it. Listen to these calls, okay? It's so, so important that we get this information. Because you guys seen some of these numbers, the statistics, and what it takes to get some of these numbers that we're trying to achieve, we're not far off at all. We're not far off at all, ladies and gentlemen. A couple people could bring in a few thousand people, and the whole game be changed. When leasing and the marketplace and the quests and all these things drop, the whole game is going to be changed. For those of you that are just looking from the outside in, you're trying to figure out why you should even be involved. If you don't want to make a thing, you have an opportunity to buy MQT for like 11 bucks. If you believe in what's going on, you might want to be buying MQT. If you believe in mass adoption of cryptocurrency, you might want to be buying cryptocurrency in general. If you believe in people getting healthy, right? If you're a trainer, if you're a physical therapist, if you're a nutritionist, if you're a person out there that believes that movement is important, come join us on the forefront. We need more people like you. I'm not a fitness expert. I'm just a former athlete that's trying to relive his glory days and the way his body felt when he was in shape. I love how my body feels when I'm in shape. I sleep better. I sleep longer. I wake up feeling more refreshed. I have more energy on the things that I need to be active in. You know, I can get out there and do a 2.5 hour gig when people are looking at you like, ain't you tired? I'm at the end of the gig wrapping cables like, can't say I have the most energy because we give it. Whatever you do, you got to give your full effort. But at the end of the day, at the end of giving my full effort, I still feel like I can go a little longer past what was needed of me. So with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. Don't get hacked out here, all right? Keep your keys to yourself. Don't click on phishing links. Make sure you're clicking on official links when it comes down to Movequest, all right? We've posted them. They are very available. Everything official with Movequest is very available. All right. Get the information that you need to make an informed decision. I've been rambling enough, but this is something that I'm truly excited about. And I want people to understand what it really is. I may not get the understanding to you, but the information is there for you to get it if you want it. And of course, as they continue to work on the developmental side of this Movequest application, the Web3 and the actual mobile app, and everything that goes along with its ecosystem, we have a lot to be excited about. These people that tried to hack the calls in the previous and try to talk a lot of fun, they're kind of quiet right now. I don't see them saying a whole lot because Movequest has continued to do what it says it's going to do. All right. With the exception of its timelines. I will say that. I don't like being told today that something's going to happen and it don't happen. And then I got to wait till the 26th. How long is the 26th? It's the 11th today. 1 week. 2 weeks. Woosah. See, I got to practice my patience too, right? I can wait another 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not unreasonable. And it's the Christmas season. Happy holidays to everyone out there. I'll have an opportunity to say that hopefully many times before we get to the 25th. But for those who celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. For those who celebrate any of the holidays, I can't just act like Christmas is the only holiday during this time. How ignorant of me. Happy holidays to everyone. We wish you all the best. And we hope you're out there moving and excited about this momentum that is going on. We don't want you to miss it. And to everyone that's out there trying to get me in other stuff, I really apologize. I just don't have the bandwidth for it. But if you see me talk about anything else on my channel, just know that it is secondary to the Movequest journey that I'm on right now. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.